Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back to a bit of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back in the N-Sane Trilogy. So, previously, as I recall, just to remind myself more than anyone, we seem to have got most of the gems here except for Snowbiz. I believe, if I just check here, we might be able to get the one here. But let's worry about it later. I would actually like to get all of the gems before we face off with Dr. Neo Cortex. But for the time being, let's go to our next level, our Road to Ruin. This is a new biome that we're going to be exploring. I forgot what it said there, but I believe it says something about the death route. And if you look there in the background, more environmental storytelling, you can see the N-Sane Isles, or rather, Dr. Neo Cortex's tower. Oh, I forgot about the slide move. Yeah, this is the first time where you really have to use a slide move to actually kill an enemy, because jumping on them will not work. And here we have our death route. So I believe I've demonstrated this already. This is where the levels get much harder. Notice as well there's no crates. So those enemies are essentially rather unique to death routes. You don't really see them outside of them. If I recall correctly, they mostly stay in the background, I think. In fact, it used to be that, I don't know if it still applies, but you can actually see them in the background, like the black silhouette there, kind of like Cortex's place. Oh dear. Well, we got the gem, we can say that much. So even if we die, we can claim our gem, but we cannot go on the death route again this turn. Oh, maybe we can. Just in case it drops us off somewhere else that has crates, we might want to do this again. So there's no extra life there. There won't be another extra life back there either. You get one chance to get it each time you enter the level. So just as a reminder, death routes are only available when you make it to that point and step on the platform without dying. Fortunately, as I believe one of my earlier commenters said, if you die any time in the death route in the remaster, you can do it again. Ordinarily you get one chance at this. If you die like I did then, you would not get another chance to do this level. I don't know if it's just me or if the sound effects for the log are not very clear. I have worked a bit with the compressor and the audio hopefully is a bit better. If it's not, I do apologise. In fact, you know what, just to be safe, game options? There we are. Turn that up a bit. So hopefully you guys can hear it, even with the compressor turning it down. These platforms are always a bit of a pain because, as you can see, you can slide on them. don't need to do this. It's more just for the point of it. I doubt we're going to miss any gems, but you never know. But I think, again, let's take advantage of the fact that we can redo the death stage. I haven't got much else to talk about at the moment. I've downloaded Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I've not been able to play any of it because I've only just got back from my from leave. From my partner, so it's been a lovely week. Nice to unwind a bit, but oh, back in my own place. Gonna play some games and do some videos. Because as ever, I like to make these videos for my partner who I can't always spend time with, unfortunately. Because of distance, but hey ho. Nice, just have we chilling now. Bugger. My darling dear is distracting me as always. So I couldn't be Crash. I really couldn't. Ah, we can't fall off the death platform. I think you used to be able to. I think that was like the one platform you could fall off. But in this they've locked you in, but once it stops locking you in, it will take you off. Anyway. That's the game. Yeah, so I've downloaded Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I like the look of it. I've not played it yet. I will get back to you on that, I hope. I will play for the channel, I think. I would like to play like the first few levels and the boss, if they're still doing the same format. And figure out if it's going to be right for the channel. I don't embarrass myself. I don't waste any more than I already have. And we're not getting that gem. Unless we make our way back very bloody carefully. That's still not the right one. What's wrong with this picture? Because the crate is over there. We don't get the bazooka until the third game. Guess we're going to need a jump. In fact, I think I know how we do that one. Okay. That's fine. So, my guess is that is an alternate gem route. Okay. There's me thinking, I'm going to be cocky and just jump over, just instantly. Death platform won't take you back. But yeah, yeah, I'd like to see how Crash Bandicoot 4 plays out. Hopefully, it deserves. I mean, I really do hope it deserves the name of 4 because this is one of the nicest bonus themes. It's just so gentle. I need this as my alarm, I think, waking up. I've already changed a lot of notification sounds to Crash Bandicoot ones. Well, 48 lives, got the crystal and the gem, that's good. It's a good job we went back, really, because that's the only way we're going to get the crystal. Which, to be honest, feels like it's showing up quite early. The fucking monkeys, I can't stand the things. They're the worst enemy I've ever faced, because it's so hard to tell what is their hitbox. Like, am I just touching the guy? Am I actually killing it, or what? Do I spin attack it? There's just so many things. Like, this was the problem in the original. It wasn't just here. I couldn't get them all because we needed the alternate route. I thought we would. Okay, that's fine. But at least we don't need to do the death route again for anything else. So that's good. So we've at least got one of the gems. There we go. Let's save the game. So I hope we're having a much better time with Crash 2. It is the better game. As I said before, much like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot 2 is the best Crash Bandicoot game. And the best game in the Crash Bandicoot series. Because Crash 1 made a very good formula that was absolutely worth seeing sequels. It laid the foundations and provided the fundamentals for what would be an absolutely amazing trilogy. Crash Bandicoot 2 refines the formula. It doesn't go in any particularly excessive directions. It's just less is more. It's perfect. Crash 3, however, adds a lot of features that aren't really necessary, kind of actually take away from the game in some places. And it was definitely cool at the time, but just doesn't quite make it as replayable. Because it's less about being Crash Bandicoot and more about being gimmicky. If I'm not mistaken, secret's down here. Hey! This is a bonus, well, a hidden area. It's also a bit more challenging. I'm gonna need this one, but because, as I say, it's a bit more challenging. It is astonishing just how the games will sometimes just test your instinct, just that little bit and make you think, can I really do this? And the answer is yes, you can. Oh, damn, that was silly. I'm gonna play to the rhythm. Damn. Gotta go back again. Yeah, my problem with Wrath of Cortex, as I said in my review, was you spend, I think, you can actually calculate the amount of time you spend platforming, and it turns out it's probably less than actual game, Crash Bandicoot gameplay. You do less platforming than vehicle stuff. That's my problem. I'm not here to play a worse version of Crash Team Racing. A very good, for fuck's sake. A very good, yeah, I wasn't concentrating. A very good racing game. It just doesn't work. So the good news is we're getting our lives back just from Wumpa alone here. Not just this bit. But yeah. Wrath of Cortex is like, I'm not here to play. Like, the Jeep minigame was the best one, but I don't want a worse version of the submarine from Crash Bandicoot 3. So we have to do the high jump there to get that one. Ah, of course, it's because it's an armadillo. Hey, don't groan at me, alright? That was Naughty Dog as well as the Insomniac then. I was fully expecting that to go full Vicarious Visions then. There we go, this takes us back. So now we've got all the crates on there. Hopefully we can still get the rest of the crates from the map. We've at least got the crystal. I finally went for that nitro crate, because if there are any nitro crates here, like there, we can just solve that. Like Wrath of Cortex, like with Enter the Dragonfly for Spyro, it's a competently put together game. Somewhat. The team is passionate, they know what they like about Crash, they implemented it well. I think they just went a bit too far with the whole thing of we need to add a load of gimmicky features. But, like Enter the Dragonfly, I will always defend the devs of that by saying that they were very passionate about the project. They did the best they could with the limitations they had, and they had a lot of limitations. I have nothing but respect for the guys who did that. I think they were also like a port house as well originally, so definitely not that experienced with major console releases. Now, we've got our gem, but we're not going to go to the end. So if we go back, touch our polar friend here, it takes us away to the warp room for I think now the third secret level. Let's have a look. Also, I generally do appreciate the comments. Please, by all means, keep them coming. But while it's loading, I will have a look at any comments I might have missed.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Okay. Yes. Just have a look. Yes. Thank you for all the assistance you provided there with the comments. It is greatly appreciated. I'm more than happy to do more. Now I'm gonna go do Totally Bear. Tap run before a jump for greater distance. I think run was B. That's the game I remember. So as you can see here, this level's a bit darker, so providing a bit more challenge. They did not screw around with this one. I think they used alternate music, I'm not sure. You know, like the sort of Death Roots music changes. Some of these things do take a bit of trial and error. Especially when you try to gauge, like, vehicular controls. Well, that was pointless. We need that gem. There's no point doing it otherwise. A few off notes there. This is what I don't like about some parts of the soundtrack. It's like they're so close to greatness, and then they just hit the wrong note. It's like. Or they miss parts out of the song entirely. Well, not entirely, but enough to piss me off. One of the problems I've noticed with the polar stages is, and they are sort of the best ones in the Crash games, in my opinion, is I'm looking at this platforming and I'm like, why do I need a polar bear to do this? Like, Crash can make these jumps on his own. This is what I mean about vehicles being unnecessary in a lot of these games. It's not necessarily that I have a Jeep or... Oh, consider jump. It has been a while since I've done these. I've actually bothered with these levels. I will do them if I am in the mood, but like here, I am kind of going for completion. Not necessarily the relics. As far as I'm concerned, I've completed the game if I get all the gems and the crystals. Like when you get to the rocket levels, if you think I'm getting a platinum on that. I think I'm one of the few people who actually likes the rocket levels, so you will see what I mean later. Now, obligatory, go down here and have a look. There's nothing here, but it's here. You just got to do that, right? Yeah, 38. Totally better, that's good, okay. I do need to save the game after every single level. I can't afford to make those mistakes. Got 22 gems, I think there's 40 gems. Totally Fly is going to come much later. You used to be able to jump through there and then fall, but you wouldn't lose a life. It was technically like the only lethal. Death route. Huh? How did I do this? Oh, that's why I unlocked it. I see. Okay. It's up. Yeah, the stick was a bit awkward sometimes, using the up and down like that to navigate when you're stood here. Okay. So I'm missing the gem there, but everything else is pretty much okay. Oh, and now we've got Tiny Tiger. I say, well, let's save here, because at least then we're in this warp room if we have to reload the save or whatever. We won't have to do it for now. Just check how long we've been recording for. Oh, that's okay, not bad. I think we're going to go far with this part then. Ideally, again, within an hour and a half. So the objective here is to avoid Tiny Tiger and make sure he stands on those platforms, ready for when they fall, like that. Because contrary to Tiny's animations there, he actually can't fly. I forgot as well he can jump diagonally. Yeah. So the trick is to jump we know as well, but he doesn't know, is that we can slide jump. So the difficulty with this stage isn't really anything that Tiny's doing, it's more these discs. You get fewer discs, or you get more discs that you've got to step on. Ha, bit of a fake out there. So like in the final stage you'll get one red disc that you've got to get Tiny to land on, and then you've got one green disc that you have to land on. It is quintessential Crash Bandicoot, isn't it? Jumping. That's what I like about Tiny Tiger. It's not really that gimmicky as a boss. It's basic. It's fine. And Tiny Tiger will go on to be one of the mainstay bosses of the series. A character that Crunch Bandicoot kind of replaced, but well, if you play Wrath of Cortex, you know what happens to Crunch Bandicoot. Okay, so we've got Hanging Out, Digging It, Cold Hard Crash, Ruination, Behaving. Okay, so Hanging Out. So this one, you'll find out the name of. It's such a minor thing, but I really like that they kept the hang mechanic in the Game Boy Advance games. Because when you're doing the sewer levels, it's really useful. Again, I've done a Let's Play of that if you want to check out Crash Bandicoot XS / The Big Adventure. As well as Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced. It was absolutely a console, or a handheld console, that was worth making games for. It was a great testing bed for multiplayer. Crash Bandicoot deserved to do much better on the Game Boy Advance than they did. But I think the game's reviewed quite well. So here we are. On the edges. Lots of parts also like that. That was vitally important later on. Yeah, just like an additional mechanic. Oh. Something else as well, bit of trivia that is all that interesting, is checkpoint crates will never be stacked top of the crates. At least in these games. I guess they wanted to make it obvious. But like, this is a safe point to me. I'm glad the checkpoint's caught on in games. What I mean by that is that instead of having the life system you have. Yeah, don't risk it if that thing's near, just below. Depth perspective was, like, I will say that even in the original, depth perspective here was bad. You can never be too short. Oh, there we go. Secret area. Which I think is going to take us now to Road to Ruin. I don't think it'll take us to Totally Fly. Oh, okay, it's actually taking us to Totally Fly. Huh, this is interesting. We're going to a warp room that we haven't yet unlocked. Looks things. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. They fireflies will help you light your way. So like the Aku Aku Masker before. And it's much more clear when you've picked up a firefly as well. Because in the original it wasn't entirely obvious. Got to catch up to the fireflies one, because if you don't, well, rather no, it stays around you, but yeah, when they expire, they can light the rest of the way. But you've got to be quick with them. I really like how they got these enemies as well. I think the juxtaposition of machine versus nature is really nice. Time to worry about the contents, we've got to move. What do I get here? I think the firefly can actually expire. I'm gonna wait. Maybe it's not yet long enough. Oh, maybe not. Oh. We're missing. Tinted green? Green. If I don't get the gem, I'll have to die and stay. I hope it was an nitro crate, but we'll see. Okay. Trick here. Oh, damn, okay. So, try not to get that firefly until you smash those crates. Because it will not stick around. That's the trap. It wants you to take the firefly and then you destroy those crates, but it will expire when you've got a really tricky jump. I say tricky, it's not that tricky, if you've got light. So hopefully there's 2 nitro crates we're missing, yes. There we go, we got the gem for Totally Fly. Nice. So that's its own level. So it's not actually taking us to the final warp room. There we go. That's it. Which is really neat. So we've done that now, so we've got to go back to that level. In fact, you know what, let's play with Coco, because I don't think we've got any more gimmicky levels. So look, we've got Totally Fly's emblem there as well. That's 23 gems, doing really well. Let's do her now. Oh, damn. That was me not paying attention. So that's actually a lot of crates, I think, for a level. Ah, yes, there are 2 barrels. It's in Crash Bandicoot 3 onwards that some of the crate requirements can get a bit crazy. I suppose it's depending on the level. I think in like the scuba levels, for example, it didn't require that many. Oh shit. Ah, damn. I don't know what I was working on there. I like how the animations for Coco and Crash are different even here, where like Coco's are a bit faster on the rails, but Crash takes greater stretches with his arms to get to the next grabby bit on the rail, or net, or mesh, or whatever the hell it's called. Paranoid, I have to check. That was a good idea, wasn't it, John? Because I don't trust the game. What would happen ordinarily is you would here, the TNT crates detonate behind you. And they detonate faster if they're off screen, probably to save on memory. Here, it's harder to tell because I can't quite hear. Or rather, the noise of the TNT crates exploding isn't as prominent in this game. So I just have to trust the game. Which Vicarious Visions has taught me not to do because, well, look how the Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough went. Because that's where they get control. That would have been fun to do. I should have done the high jump, really. Of course, the trap. Yeah, I don't take the bonus levels for granted in Crash Bandicoot anymore. This is how it's meant to be done. And if you can't get the Wumpa, you use that crate there. So, what was this? As we're trying to be a funny booger as well. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah, I don't take the bonus levels for granted in Crash Bandicoot anymore. I remember when you had one attempt at the bonus level in Crash 1. I'm not forgetting that at all. So anytime I can redo these in the originals, I'll take it. Now I've been wondering, John, if you had an Aku Aku mask, you could detonate all those things, all those nitro crates, and it'd be a lot less hazardous. And you'd be right, except I wouldn't be able to do the level. Because the nitro crates will probably detonate the TNT as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might just have enough of it. Yeah, there you go. So unless you can guarantee that you can get onto those question mark crates, which you can't, you basically need to take what you can get. I don't remember struggling with this one quite as much as I have here. Why? Why did you not do the slide when I asked? In other gaming news, while we're doing this, Avowed has got a release date. It's coming out soon. I would like to play that for the channel. I don't think I will. I might do a first impression series because I'm desperate, but also as well because I don't know. Maybe if I get enough practice with speaking while playing the game, I might be able to talk about it better. I think I can talk about games that I know about, and I can give a good impression. I think I'm good at pointing things out and doing that. I mean, I've been a reviewer for Christ knows how many years. I know I've been a reviewer longer than some of my viewers have probably been alive. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe start with Avowed. I'm not sure. This is the scary part. I don't know what crates have got what bounce. Well, 5. Look at all that 1 per 132. That's at least 1 extra life there. Goddamn gem. Have I not got the crystal for this level? After all that, did I actually miss the crystal? Or have I picked it up elsewhere? I can't remember. I don't think I've picked it up there. Do we have to do this level the 3rd time? Yeah. We've got to do the level the 3rd time because I actually haven't got the crystal. Okay. Nice and easy. He says after struggling all that time. Yeah, so Avowed is looking good. This might yet be the year of the AA game. Because people call it AA. I used to call it mid-shelf. Yeah? These, like, the gaming industry used to be full of these. It wasn't just indie and AAA. AA was the standard. It was the norm. AAA was a treat. It was like, that was your Call of Duty. Yeah? That was your Call of Duty, your Guitar Hero, that sort of thing. Those were not rare, but a lot less common than they are today. Yeah. Games like Avowed? Hell yeah. And so basically Avowed is going to be the Pillars of Eternity, open, sort of like semi-open world, basically hub-based. Like Outer Worlds, Vampire the Masquerade, that sort of thing. That's hub-based. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, that's sort of hub-based. Even though it's not going to be that closed off, for example, but you get the idea. It's not going to be quite like Skyrim, like a lot of people are saying. I know it's very headline grabbing. Yeah. It's nice. But yeah. But the problem is they're selling a AA game for AAA price. They're selling it for 60 quid, I think. Or like £70. I think they're actually selling it for £70 in the UK. Which is an absurd amount of money, because don't get me wrong, like Pillars of Eternity is a good game, but I'm very interested in Avowed, but I'm not too keen on the idea of paying 70 quid. On the one hand, I've got enough games in my backlog as is, on the one hand, I do kind of want to show Microsoft that I kind of like Obsidian a lot, actually. I don't have to play Pillars of Eternity 2 again, at least not so soon after the last time I did. But yeah, I think I will resume that playthrough at some stage. But anyway, yes. I'll do this just because I'm in the... Any I get as bonus. Ah! The crystal that was right there. It wasn't just lighting. I was going to say, because that was really nice with the crystal there. They've done wonders with the effect. Here's me rushing again. So yeah, that'll be something a bit different for the channel if I do it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't like that it's set in the living lands. That's not something I'm overly keen on. Like the art style, and like I get people are criticising the art style. It's not that I think people are criticising the art style. I think it's more like they're criticising the fact that it's set in a place that has this art style, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the living lands. I was a bit burnt by the Outer Worlds. I still am. I tried playing it recently. I'm still like, I'm not liking this. I can't have the build I want to play, which is very Daggerfall, really. And now it's like I can't play the game the way the game will let me play the way I want to play. That was the problem I had with which one was it here? Oh bugger! I'm sorry, I've just completely lost my train of thought. I'm hoping with Avowed, that's not the case. The Outer Worlds. Oh yeah, so let's show you the strategy here. This might be another secret I'll have to see. So there. So you can defeat them with that. You cannot spin it at them. And you can't touch them because they've got those thorny vines. So they send like basically nitro bombs out. But a good source of Wumpa though. This is one of the coolest songs in the Resident Evil games. Oh really? Of course they cock up the riff. Those faces used to be a pain in the ass when I was a kid. These are like my least favourite enemy in the Crash. I know I keep saying that a lot, but they genuinely are like really ball my piss. Yeah, so because I've got quite low expectations for Avowed, I'm sure I'm going to be blown away by it. I hope I am. The reviews seem to be good, and it may well be a day one purchase because I'm not pre-ordering it because I don't know if it's going to be optimised, and I will not reward. Why wouldn't you let me jump on? It's only 2 crates high. Jesus. Cashed it in, but You motherfucker. There's lives up there on a beam. It's very clever. Hey, we have access to the death room. I didn't think I'd. Yeah, I did that. Oh, bees. Yay. So this is a pain in the ass. So the mines aren't harmful, they just boot you about. They're no fun. Bees again. I hated these levels. The aesthetics of the levels are gorgeous. The music's great. Bees, horrible. Fuck them in the ear. There it is. And I didn't realise for the longest time you could actually spin attack them. But you can, because there was a point where I was like, how do you actually get past this? There's a certain bit where I'm like, how do you get past this? Because there's a bee. I can't outrun it. How do you do this? Judgment. Now they don't seem to want to cross platforms. I remember that much. Oh, a checkpoint. Okay, I guess we're not getting a gem. We're getting a gem. There's certain points they just don't. They'll stop chasing you. So we've got a checkpoint over there. I'll tell you what, we'll take the checkpoint here. Yes, the game is trying to tell you something. Which is, don't bother. Ah. So there's something interesting about that texture. If you spin attack, you can go under the mud where the bee can't get you. When it works. I haven't even got the crystal yet, so I definitely need to go back. You can also do this. Get your revenge. I thought it was just a cool mechanic. So, no reviews of Avowed have said that the game is completely dog shit to run, which is exactly what we want to hear. But I seem to recall when only PC Gamer was criticising Cyberpunk for... Oh, for Christ's sakes. Okay, I'll wait for the next one. Was, criticise it for running like dog shit. No one funnily enough, no one believed them. Not our darling Cyberpunk. Oh no, no. CD Projekt Red can't do any wrong. Gama Sutra got shit for giving The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild less than an ideal by the player base review score. I kind of have to go back this way as well, because I need to get all the crates. For fuck's sake. I might as well use my post-it if it's a bluff. Yeah, you have to rely on that sound. And you only get that split second to do it. I believe this is our fork in the road. Yep, okay. I think the death route's safer, to be honest. Christ. Could be. Yeah, it was this part where I was like, how do you get past the bait? Oh, the animations are funny as well for Crash, because he comes out in like an allergy, so he's all like really bloated and everything. It's really funny. I'll have to play Crash for that, because they haven't done it for Coco. Ah, you pump a bomb, unless... Those guys do not fuck around. We found a secret level. It's the last one as well. One of the last ones, I think. I'll add 2 more. Got our cook and balls. Right, let's go back. So I'll wait to see the reviews on Steam if it runs well. I'm done rewarding studios and publishers for half-assed or even quarter-assed games. I'm done. I'm just tired of it now. Is this one? Yep. I can think of at least one more secret area. And it's in the next one. Yep. Slurpity.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's
Okay. This is Balaclava rightly pointed out. The time is the whole time line is a bit screwy here. We can put that down to Dr. Entropy's time twister machine that we see before us. Like Terminator, it's like the events of the future change the past and whatnot. So, yeah. I am actually due to play some Terminator games soon. I love that, it's devious. They put a TNT crate in there thinking, oh yeah, nice, a nice big pile of crates to destroy. Excuse me. It is the kind of mistake you'll only make exactly once. Looky here at the entrance to the level. So, we've now got the 32 crates here. So we don't need to do the death route. Yeah, I do want to play some Terminator games for the channel, at least 2, which is like Dark Fate Resistance, like Dark Fate Salvation I think it is, and Resistance. Because we've been watching the Terminator films this past week. We've just got through them, and it's, yeah, better than I remembered. I still hold one in the highest regard. Terminator 2, love it. I know it's like everyone's favourite. T3 was actually not too bad. Again, better than I remembered. Salvation. I enjoyed it greatly. I've noticed actually in the Terminator films how little John Connor actually matters in the Terminator films. Like, you've got to keep him alive, but he doesn't really do much. You know, even in Salvation, it's like you think it's in the apocalypse. Surely John Connor's got to do something. It's like, no, there's this guy called Marcus Wright. It's like, oh, okay. I haven't seen it. It's all right. Genesis was interesting. I like Genesis as a what if. I've only read a few Marvel what if comics, and they weren't very good. They were massive cack. But Genesis was really changed things up. The thing is, I still want a film that is the future war scenes from Terminator 1 that isn't Salvation. I don't want the gritty look. I want the neon lights, like Genesis. Genesis looked amazing. But I want all of that. Dark Fate, it was kind of like the season, the mid-season that no one really wants, or the mid-late season that no one particularly wants or remembers. I'm trying to think of Buffy, what that would be. Maybe like the Institute coming in, you know, or an Angel. It's like when they become lawyers. No. Keeping relevant with the 90s references. But yeah, yeah, I just want Future War. Can we just have that? Like, I've seen a fan film that was amazing. It was genuinely just the stuff of beauty. I think we're all gemmed out. I think we're all good for gems here. We just gotta move. Hanging out, digging it. Cold hard crash. Oh Christ! It's not that I'm gonna hate it. I think it's gonna be that. That's the secret. Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. How long have we played? Oh, right. Okay. What are we going for again? About an hour and a half. I'm gonna have to check very quickly. Because I don't want to go too over the time, if that's so. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to some of your comments today, because I'm going to be uploading parts, as I'm going to be playing parts back to back, I think. But yes. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Nearly 2 hours. Just under 2 hours. An hour and 50, let's say. Okay. I don't remember that platform from before, that's why I was wondering, like, what is that? I genuinely don't remember that. I thought it was just taking me to a secret area. This is cool. Things like this are just... This is all men want. Just crates. Boxes! Rhinos! Rhinos! Our enemies hide in metal boxes! We shall take their metal boxes. That reminds me, I am way overdue to play Dawn of War for the channel. It's because I'm trying to find a widescreen mod, or at least a mod that supports scales from them to 1080p. There's a mod called Unification, which is the most popular 40k Dawn of War mod right now, and it's just full of waifu shit. I'm not really into that, thank you. But it's it's either that or you gotta go for total ultimate apocalypse or whatever. Or whatever it's called, I don't know. Yeah. I was that's clever. Have an environmental hazard trigger the I don't think that actually happens anywhere else in the games. This is the one and only time you'll see that, which is a shame. I suppose the next part we can do is we can try and do some time attacks. Because I want to ideally keep each part to a game. You stupid motherfucker. I hate those things. I hate the porcupines. Got to get in there quick. The sound, I will say, is so crisp. We're missing a gem. Interesting. I think I know which one it is as well. Actually, oh. Yeah, the amethyst we're missing, I think, all those things. You can put mouse as a TNT crate at the bottom. Ah, shit. Oh! You can't spell attack because they're the main character. God, the physics here. Hate it in the original. I hate it here. What did I expect that? The thing is, that jump is really hard. It's it looks so easy. Well, it's so easy to conquer. Like how the eyes bulge out the head. That one brain worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Oh, there we are. Much easier than the originals. That's the one thing this game has done right. skin. So you can skid, change your course, but I think this is going to be one where we miss the gem. Like, it's the first time I think where you really have. You're going to see these really high numbers of crates. I'm trying to just look up there and see if there's anything I was missing. Yeah, that's really what else is going on. I haven't really talked about my Game of the Year for 2024 and whatnot, but I will say that the Game Awards, which I don't necessarily like, but I will say I'm pleased for Astrobot winning. I know, right, this is like very overdue. Yeah, it's nice to see just like a game that's just decent, competently put together, actually winning an award. It doesn't do anything particularly fascinating or mind-blowing, but it's just so well put together that it wins an award. I like the emblem there. Excuse me a second, I just need to go away from that. And I'm back, sorry to keep you waiting there. Okay, let's... That's cool. Doesn't do anything. Let's try. Yeah, so that didn't happen in the originals, that's good. I like they've done little things like that. Ruination. Behaving. Okay, and how long have we been playing? Oh dear. A new path by landing a green gem elsewhere. Always a good start to a level. Dastardly buggers. Well, at least if we miss any crates. Got there. Oh, the rain effects on the screen and it's just so good. I like that. So back to Terminator. Yeah, so there's a first-person shooter and an RTS on Steam. I'm hoping I can find Terminator Salvation somewhere. I played the movie game just to get all the achievement points and whatnot. That's fun. Oh, apparently killed it, nice. Green gem. The green gem. If you look in the distance there, you can actually see bits of the environment. Of the later bits of the level. Yes, this is essentially just the other one, isn't it? The death route of the other level. We're still on the green gem route, aren't we? Ah, I can feel the rumble in my controller as well. I feel it in my toes. Actually, that's probably just diabetes. Moving swiftly on. It is good that they have the tactile feedback there. Let's grab this crystal. Oh, what are we doing? We'll get the next gem in there. Yeah, because we're right at the end of the level now. We missed the bonus. Can we go in there? The lava? Nope, not if we really want to. Okay. So we'll do it again. Well, this time we'll get all the crates, and then we're golden. Ah, behaving has the amethyst gem. Purple gem. I must play Crash Team Racing, maybe for the channel. I'll play the original one though. I wasn't overly again, this might just be because I wasn't really in the mood at the time. I was very nitpicky, as I is my right. For goodness sakes. But I just didn't quite get on with the new one. It was just a bit too jarring, especially with like the alternate costumes as well. I didn't like seeing the skins, the alternate skins, premium skins for characters. A reminder that, oh yeah, you could own this. And I'm like, no, I don't want to because it looks like shit. Oh, come on! What was with the jump earlier, for fuck's sake? Dicking me around like that. Yeah, I've got quite a few games lined up for the channel. I've done Jinx, request, that was good. But well, it wasn't really requested, like they just asked about the review. But I thought I'd play the game again, just see how it goes, and yeah, it was alright. Yeah, ideally I like to go through quite a few Warhammer games. Yeah, but be careful here, because we don't want to destroy. Ah, that quick, because this is what happens. You can't get atop it. So you have to start again. Because it destroyed the two that I didn't, the three I wanted to, only two. Not happy about this. Again, this is what the Mega Blast is for. Oh, belly flop. Not put blast, a belly flop. So TNT won't destroy these crates. I forgot the little hop. Ah, dear. I swear that wasn't as prominent in the originals as it is here. I'd be willing to play and find out. Provided Nintendo hasn't taken down all the emulator sites. Honestly, I say get what you can while you can when it comes to emulation. I don't mean games that have just come out. That's not fair. Doesn't matter if they can afford it or not. But when it comes to, excuse me, games that you're just not going to get anywhere else, then yeah. My phone makes the whumper sound when I've got a notification. Oh, what in the fucking hell? Like, my spin attack reached them, but that didn't. What's going on here? Thought it was worth a try. I think I'm just going to have to give up trying to figure out the intricacies of like Ares Vision's incompetence. I really am. I just can't figure it out. Why some jumps are perfectly fine and some aren't. There's no point arguing it because they're not going to fix it. There's not going to be a patch. I know you can't really patch in intuitiveness. I suppose you can actually. Oh, nice! You can spin away the logs. Back into him, nice. All is not forgiven, VV, but that I'll take. I don't know if you could do the original. I never tried it. It would be cool if you could. They are very fast moving though. They're one of the fastest. I don't know about projectiles, but attacks in the entire game. So yeah. Alright. We're nearly done. We've made a lot of progress. Behaving. Get the purple gem here, I know how to. Be on a clever deception. That's a hint. He's not saying take the stairs. Like it ordinarily would. Whoever wrote the hints here clearly didn't do the others for the other games. That's the thing, is a swarm of bees. I don't think you can get rid of them quite as easily, but they're less likely to cross chasms. Oh no, it's just multiple bees. thought you could go under, but that makes sense. I couldn't quite remember, to be honest. Sometimes I amaze myself, my own stupidity. Sometimes vicarious visions amazes me with their own stupidity. Bees won't spawn. As long as you tricky bit there. Which is why I don't particularly want to do. I like that they got cook on the tombstone there. Yeah. The spin attack seems to be very hit and miss here. I'm not happy with that. Okay. Hey, you might be wondering, well, what the hell's the point of this? Do we have to get the nitro crate? Yeah. This takes us elsewhere. So we know this isn't going to take us to a bonus level. The warp room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course it plonks us here. So... we know that this doesn't take us to the warp room because we've already done all 5 levels there. So it therefore has to take us to a secret area. Unfortunately, we've got the purple gem, so we don't really have to sit through this if we don't want to. But there may be more here. Like an enemy that'll just shove you along if you're not careful. If there are any crates there, I don't know about them. I think it would be in the later games that they wouldn't put the special gem until the end of the level, because you could just cheese it, you could just say, right, okay, I've done that. But I like to, you know, as horrible as these moments can be, I do like to demonstrate them. I could very easily, with a little bit of time, just edit out all my failures. But I'm not only am I lazy, I'm also earnest. In my endeavours. Oh, that was me, I accept it. But do I have to go all this fucking way? You know what? This is probably going to spit me far away from a load of crates. So... okay. I think I needed to kill one of the moles for that. Yeah, so I just realised there are going to be no crates here that are worth destroying because... because the extra lives are in the open. As is the one for free. Let's try this again. I would like to see the end of the level just to say, here it is. I would like to remind viewers, and it disappears that you need to kill both worlds. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say that'd be very unusual if it didn't require that. Oh fuck, I don't know if I could duck under that. I doubt I could, it doesn't matter. The runs failed anyway. So... I'm curious. Which I know is what's gonna happen. I was gonna see if I could get to the end, destroy all the nitro crates, come back, and the answer is no, it's not gonna happen, is it? Because too goddamn easy. I mean, it'd work. It absolutely work, but kind of a fundamental of the Crash Bandicoot games that when you press the button, something happens. Oh, mercy. Gee, that's pathetic. That's bad if I'm failing this offer that they have to replace a crate with a checkpoint marker. Fuck my luck. Do you know what I was saying about checkpoints never being stacked on top of another? Well, in the case of the N-Sane Trilogy, they do, if you fail enough times. If you fail enough times, they will replace a crate with a checkpoint marker. It's closer to where you're struggling. So like here, I don't need it here. I appreciate they put it there. But it's a bit demoralising. But you know what? I'm actually okay with things like this because it's like I'm okay with like the Luigi mode, where it's like, you know, let Luigi do the level for you. Because at the end of the day, you've got to sit there and watch him do the level with ease. Yeah. So it is a bit demoralising in a way, but at the same time, yeah. It's fine. Like, it's why I'm okay with an easy mode in Dark Souls, because at the end of the day, you won't accomplish anything. And the whole point of Dark Souls is, well, not to degrade the quality of anything. I do like that lever action. Not to degrade the quality of Dark Souls or anything, or to say that it only does one thing. But if you're playing Dark Souls in easy mode, you're not going to get the appeal of Dark Souls, and that's fine. You know, if people want to spend money and then, you know, give From Software, you know, however much money for a game that they'll breeze through, that's also fine. It's your money, you can do whatever you want with it. But there isn't going to be much satisfaction. Oh, there's a bonus round at the end. Okay, great. So we kind of did actually do this bit. Or not. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm absolutely fine with Dark Souls having an easy mode, but I guarantee there's not going to be as much satisfaction from beating it on that as it would the default mode. And as well with Dark Souls, you can make the game as easy as hard as you want to. There's also the well-known Souls glitch as well, which I admittedly have used a lot, just to get past like Honesty and Smile and the like. Because if you think I'm getting past those stone giants without it, you can think again. Not in that room. Fuck on that, anyways. So we do actually have a bonus stage as well. Full of nitro, so I'm guessing the vast majority of the crates now that are left are going to be nitro crates. We better get off. We've got our crystal. We'll use our harvest. There's going to be a bomb going there. How did I know? I hate what VV's done to these levels. Aesthetically, they're gorgeous. The visuals are absolutely great. Christ for that. Got our cock and balls. Let's go. We might be able to do one more boss, and I think that's going to be it. Crash.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
I like how they say engine, like it's just not an ordinary word. When I always do the... Oh yeah, that was the death animation there for getting stung by a bee. Yeah, it's well done. As I said, engine. I put the emphasis on gin, whereas with engine, there is none. Quick status check. We've got 20 crystals, we have 31 gems. We've got all of the colour gems. Let's go see now. Dr. Engine. It gives you safer it's hard to aim.
Like Dr. Cortex said, give the 20 crystals you collected to me!
Yep, that's right. I'm here to give you the crystals. Yeah, how do I hand them? Oh! No, oh, that's Wumpa. I'm sorry about this. Let me just get through my stock of Wumpa real quick. That doesn't look like it's there to collect the crystals. Okay. Alright then, so this is Engine, who is possibly the most gimmicky of the bosses, I guess. Here, the idea is that we are on these 3 platforms, and we've got to damage engines. Weapons. Best strategy, really, I think, is just to focus on one at a time, but honestly, you can take what you can get. You can only hit the glowing bits because they're a 90s platform game boss. So Engine's now going to have a laser. number 2 seems to be the most dangerous. It might actually be number 1 now. Firing the laser. There we go. So their life bar is very long because they've got lots of different components that we've got to destroy. Yep, you can destroy it mid-attack. If you look at the floor there, you can see the attack markers. These are a bit harder to hit, especially in this game. This as well, they're on a space station above the Earth. Unfortunately, you can't hold down the attack button. You have to spam it. For the final phase, we now have this here. A missile, when it fires upon us, is going to strike from the side. Oh, like that. And I died because I wasn't paying attention. And now you're going to do all that over again. So this is essentially the engine design for every game going forward. Engine is always like this. Always in gadgets. I love me gadgets! I love me gadgets! Engine is the kind of person who uses a Bluetooth headset. Yeah. That's it, that's all I got. That is the extent of my comedic expertise. Love the lighting. I love the boss arenas of this game. I think they're so good. Like the ones in the first game are really good as well, but there's something special with the ones they've done here. Goddamn. As we move into it again, it's so easy to rush into these things. So I'm gonna let them walk into it. Only when they're open, which is the hub. Oh, what? How did I not duck under that? Yeah, this is much easier than the original. I think this boss seems to be a lot faster. Hopefully I can get them both soon before they open fire again. That's not the laser these is trying, is it? It's this one. Where are you going now? This way? I need to have more confidence in myself, really, when it comes to these missiles. Yeah, I think engine is actually moving a lot faster here. And the other turret's nearly gone as well. Not turret, missile launcher. The fires and missiles. God, loving the old memes. At least I am. Ancient memes from the forgotten age. Is that one dead? Yes, it is. Great. Now we've got the big thing. Oh. Very, very nearly. I was trying to slide jump to the next one, but yeah. So there you go. So yeah, so Engine has a lot of robot stuff in the games, and yeah, I think it's usually Coco's fighting her as well going forward. Oh, yeah. I'm fairly certain Engine's a woman. I'll just refer to them as them to stay safe. Now, I've actually got some crystals. In fact, you know what? We're actually we're having a good time, because this is the next area, the final area for us. But we've got to get some crystals first. So, in the next part, we will get the Cold Hard Crash gem, whether we want to or not. Possibly even Snow Go, something like that. You know, the usual. Just wrap up before we finish the game, because we're very, very close to actually getting all the gems. We're only missing about another 9 gems, which seems like a lot. It's not when you consider that we've got 5 gems to get by default, because every level has a gem that requires. In fact, I'll show you. Demonstrate. Every level has a gem for the crates. There's usually a bonus gem here. So there's 2 gems there. There's a gem there. So let's see, that's 2, 3. Oh, hello.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Sounds a lot more irate here. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crystals, gems here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 downstairs. So, I tell you, I don't think we actually got 40 crystals. I think it's like 42 maybe, something like that. I'd say gems, rather. I do apologize. We got 5 crystals. We're always going to get the crystals. That's just how it is. So the next part, which I will be uploading after I've been out for a little bit, I will do that. And then I'll probably play Crash Bandicoot 3. I really am sorry if I can't get back to your comments today. I'll try my best to try and get them before the videos upload, but we shall see. But otherwise I might give it some time before I do Crash 3. So, yeah. I like the idle animation there. Which is on the phone. So, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Ta for now. And maybe 100% at the very least, Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Ta for now.